Hello, beautiful viewers, and welcome to the brand new podcast, Two
Two
Brothers,
brothers,
One
one
Brain.
brain. Perfect.
It's getting better and better. This is a podcast where we talk about basically everything and what we want to talk about. We don't have a specific topic, and yeah, that is it. And if you enjoy this podcast, don't forget to give it a goddamn like. If you are new here, don't forget to give a little subscribe on this little channel as well. This is exclusive on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next amazing episode. All right, and I think we should still introduce ourselves. My name is KimpoLimpo, and besides my full-time job, I am an artist, musician, and content creator here on YouTube. And besides me here, we have
And besides my job that I'm currently working at because of all the issues that you can see in the first episode or hear about in the first episode. Apart from that, all right, let's see if I can list all of them this time.
Do It.
I'm a YouTuber, musician, movie director, screenwriter, or screenplay writer. I don't know how to say that. Is that the correct word? Screenwriter. When you write scripts.
Yeah, I think you know what he means.
Yeah, I'm an editor when it comes to movies. Shall I call myself a producer because I produce my own album?
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean that includes in musician in many cases, but yeah.
Yeah, probably more, but I ain't gonna think too much about it.
Yeah.
But that's me.
Yeah, that's him and that's me and that's us. Two brothers, one brain. So yeah, Tom, how has your week been since the last episode, basically? What are you drinking?
Jack Daniels.
A little whiskey, a little bourbon.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a little beer.
A little beer.
Yes. So this could be a much funnier podcast because the last episode we were sober.
Yeah, but this is my first one now. I just felt like I need to have my decentness in another way sometimes, like keeps your mind off things a little bit when you just can go a little bit relaxed in a different way. But yeah.
That is the beauty with whiskey and bourbon, that is like why I drink it sometimes because, or most of the times because I want to like relax and be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because I don't get drunk on. Well, now I took a Jack Daniels because I had just like a little bit left, so I was like, I'm just gonna take that. But when it comes to whiskey, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna get drunk on whiskey. It's most like I can take one or maybe two. We will see.
It's all about enjoying it when you're drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not about getting shit faced. You can get shit faced. I'm not saying that, but why I drink it, it's because I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the drink. I drink a very cheap beer. I think it's Carlsberg. So this is not I'm enjoying. This is just like I just want to have a beer, basically.
Is it Carlsberg Hoff?
No, it's I don't know if it's available in other countries, but it's folköl. how do you say that in English?
Low alcoholic beer, light beer maybe.
Light beer, yeah. It's 3.5, 3.2 or something percent instead of like what is it 5 instead.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking light beer when I'm not like going out or having beers with my friends and stuff. So if I'm in a mood for beer, I can go down to the supermarket and buy this. So yeah, that's what I'm drinking. But back to my question. How has your week been since the last episode?
Both good and bad because, well, the bad thing is I'm still not working. I'm still having a lot of trouble with my dizziness and my health in general. But the best part has happened that finally somebody took their responsibility and starting to make sure I'm getting help finally. And because when I contacted the vårdcentral,
The healthcare
the healthcare, whatever you want to call it, they basically went, well, you have to talk to your psychiatrist about that. You have to talk to your doctor who gives you the medication for your troubles with your diagnostics and everything. It's like, but this ain't a problem with my mental health. This is a problem with my physical health.
Yeah.
And guess what? My doctor from the uh, psychiatrist place, I don't know what the fuck does it call in English? Well,
Yeah.
it's called We Mind here in Sweden,
Yeah.
English name in the Swedish. They aren't, like hospital doctors, but they are the ones who are making sure now that I'm gonna get an X-ray on my brain in 4 days. They took to check my blood, to see if I'm missing any vitamins or anything, and they haven't found anything there, so that's good. Uh, what else? Well, basically, I'm just been stuck at home, I guess. Not doing anything in particular. Uh, how's your week?
Well, my week has been both good and bad. Okay, it's been mostly good, but the only thing that I feel it's bad, it's because I felt I ran out of energy. Because if you don't know, now you will know, I am currently working on my debut song that I'm gonna release very soon. The target is February, and as of now, everything is pretty much done. The song is recorded, and to give you a little background, I've always mixed my own music, but I have never been like 100% satisfied. And that is because I am too much of a perfectionist. And that is both in a good way and in a bad way, of course, because the good part is I'm making sure everything is in good quality and stuff like that. But the bad part is I'm never fully satisfied. So I decided when I recorded this song that maybe I should contact a producer who can mix and master the song, and I'm not touching anything, basically. So I tried that and got in contact with a producer called Philip, and he has his own studio. He has a record label as well, and he's not like a super big, super successful producer or record label, but he does that. I can't fucking speak. He does this as his full-time job. He's working as a producer. He runs his own company with mixing music, mastering music, and releasing music as well. So I talked to him through phone and then through email, and I thought it went good, and we had this good connection basically. So I decided to, okay, you can mix this song, and let's see where it goes. And it's so good. It's like I feel that, not that he's much better than me, but I feel that I can let some things go and be like, okay, this is the best we can get. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's more that I can stop think about, oh, but this could be better and this could be better. That helped me a lot by just giving my song to somebody else and let him or her mix it. So we've been working with one song for, what is it? It's almost 1 month now, just the mixing and the mastering. So this week, on Tuesday, I went to his studio in a place called Uppsala, which is very close to Stockholm. So I'm gonna give you more details now, because I worked on Monday and I'm working 75% of full time. So I decided, or I booked my train. So when I finish work, my train will leave Karlstad in like 1 hour. But on Sunday, I woke up, everything went good, everything felt fine. and I was about to clean the apartment. And when I started to vacuum, my back cracked so bad. And I've had so much trouble with my back lately, the last couple of months. And I talked with the doctors, and they say, as always, you're 29 years old. There's nothing wrong with you. And I was like, okay. But anyway, so I cracked my back, and I overslept Monday morning. So I got a little bit late to work, but I fixed it some way somehow. And like, what was it? Before lunch, I got a text message from the train company saying that my train will be delayed. And I was like, okay, great. Here we go. Liksom. Why did I say liksom? Liksom is like, how do you say it? Liksom in English. It's,
You know, like,
yeah, you know, like liksom.
liksom.
What the fuck happened there? But anyway, and I was like, okay, anyway, whatever. Um, but then it got more delayed and more delayed and more delayed. It was delayed 4.5 hours. So instead of me arriving to Stockholm around, I think it was 5, I arrived around 9 or 9:30 or something like that. So I had a rough start with the back and the delayed train. And I was about to like spend a little bit quality time with my mother because I stayed at her place. But I just got to her place, ate some food, and then went to bed basically because I was supposed to get up early on Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, I am ordering an Uber because I don't want to take the community trains because it will take a lot of time. And after like 10 minutes, the Uber canceled my trip. And I was like, okay, why? Didn't get an explanation. It just said that it's canceled. I was like, okay, I just need to rebook it. And it got canceled again. So I booked it again. And then the fucking driver said, it's too long for me to drive. Please cancel. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I booked another car, but through another app called Bolt, which is a little bit cheaper than Uber. And they confirmed it. And they how do you say it? They took me to Uppsala. I got delayed, of course, because they canceled my trip 4 fucking times. So I got 30 minutes late. But when I arrived there, we went through the song and I listened, and we did the small fixes and small changes that I wanted to do. And yeah, when I was supposed to go home, I was at the central station. 30 minutes before it was supposed to leave, I got a text message. My train is fucking delayed. And it got
Welcome to
delayed.
Sweden.
Yes, and it got delayed by like 1.5 hours. So it wasn't that bad compared to the day before. But I think that combined with me working with the song, and I've been working with the song for a very long time, I ran out of energy basically. So I haven't been active on YouTube as I want, but that's how it is. And yeah, so my week has been good, but it's been very hectical. I think that's how you say it. But it's been good. But I feel now this weekend has been really nice because I can recharge my batteries, and hopefully I can do more videos on YouTube, because when I got home and the day after, I was like, I have zero energy to do anything like recording a reaction video or something. If I recorded myself, I would probably be one of the most boring persons on YouTube, because I was like a fucking zombie after that trip. So yeah, it was a long story, but the short one, it's been good. So yeah, it's been good, and I'm very excited to show it to all of you guys, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So I hope it's worth all the work that we've been putting into.
Yeah, and I've heard your other songs, and still, it's about fucking time, motherfucker. You're not
Yeah.
like me, who just like, "Oh, I wrote a song, I'm releasing it because I need to know, is it a good song? Do I need to change it? Or is people gonna be like, it's crap, delete it? I just need
Mm,
to know." That's why well, I don't go like, go first take, then we release. Of course, I'm working on it. I'm not the best. I only have done one album in my entire life by myself.
mm.
But I always want to have everybody to say, I like this, I don't like that, you should change that, I don't like the lyric or whatever it is, I need to know.
Yeah.
So it's about fucking time you release something.
Yeah, I know, and that is like why the perfectionist in me comes so often, because every time I feel that, okay, I have a song now, I'm proud of it, I think it's very good, that's where my brain starts to work again more and more and more, and be like, but you can do this different, you can do that different, you can change the lyrics here, you can do the melody different here, blah blah blah. but but yeah, it feels good, and now it's decided, I'm gonna release it. I can't back off now, because I've paid money to this producer, so I need to release it, so hopefully I can make some money. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm very excited, and I agree with you, it's about time to release music. And yeah, I think this will be the hardest step to do, releasing the first song. The second song will be much easier, and then the third and the fourth and the fifth. Then I will probably be more like you, and be like, okay, fuck it, I can just release it as it is, and see what people think.
Yeah, you need to know what they think, so you know what you need to work on. Because just for an example, I have a song on my demo album Smile called Eternity, and my friend Camilla said, he just looked at me after hearing it like, it's not gonna be just like this. I was like, no, not exactly. What did you have in mind? It should be piano. Ah, I can't play the piano, so that song is on hold.
Okay, but you
But
haven't
like,
released it,
yes, I
or
have released it
you
on.
have released.
Yeah, I made an acoustic demo album before this album called Smile.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I remember. Yes,
Yeah, that was just
yes.
songs. Just I knew that if people could feel like, all right, you get the right melody, I can feel the groove. And when I explain like this is the idea with the songs, um, they understand like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I thought it should be like. I was like, okay, good. Now I know. Not every song from that album ended up on the album. Why should you care? I think it's just, I think it was just three songs from that album that ended up on the album.
Yeah,
But all right. Anyway, I got a fun little question for you.
yeah. Do it.
The person who invented the clock, how the fuck did that person know what time it was?
I don't know. I don't know why you even asked me that. You're drinking Jack Daniels and I'm drinking beer.
I've been thinking about
That
it
is too
because,
hard.
yeah, because
That's too deep.
I don't know how I came up with that, because I think it was my girlfriend asked me what's the time, and I told her, and I just went with my mind. My mind is always working in some way.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but how the fuck? Who invented the clock, and how the fuck did that person know the time? Like, how the fuck do you know? When was the clock even invented?
I mean, I think I'm not I'm not smart. We're not
No, we're
smart.
not smart.
We have one brain together. But if I should guess, it has something with the sun to do, the sun and the moon, when it goes from day to night. And I think this person, I don't even know who invented time or clock or whatever, but I guess he or she, but I guess it's a he, because it's always a he in the beginning, who steals ideas. I'm not saying that it's always men. I'm saying men are stealing ideas as well. But I'm
Christian Huygens something invented the clock
all right.
in
Cool.
1656.
1656. That
Yeah.
that that sounds pretty late though. How did they? count time before that?
I don't know.
Did they say back then that, oh, it's day now or it's night, or was it just like dark all of a sudden? Be like, okay, maybe we should sleep.
I don't know, but all right. According to this, Willard Bundy in 1888 invented the first time clock. So the person who invented the clock only invented the clock, but not the time? What?
Okay,
I ain't gonna
this
go
is
deeper
too
into
deep.
this.
This is too deep. But I'm guessing the first person invented maybe like, as I said, with the sun and the moon. When the sun is up, like here, it's day, and from this to I don't know. I don't know. Let's skip that. Let's skip that.
Was
Welcome
this a
to the
nice?
brand new podcast. Two brothers, one clock. Now,
Oh fuck! I don't even know where my clock is right now. Anyway, that's ADHD for you right there. And
yeah.
speaking of diagnosis, now I have on paper I'm bipolar. So last time I didn't have it,
Hey,
but now I
cheers to
do.
that.
Thank you.
Bipolar,
Yeah.
bipolar.
So when we have figured out what's wrong with my dizziness and my health, I will start taking lithium.
Yeah,
Lovely stuff, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
hopefully.
Hopefully it will help me, but we need to talk about some fun stuff.
Yeah,
Like clocks or
yeah. But maybe we can do the question of the week, because
hmm,
you asked me about who invented the clock, and I can give you another stupid question here.
mine
Um,
wasn't stupid.
no, it wasn't.
Mhm.
But this will be stupid.
Mhm.
Because this is not smart questions. So, and hopefully this question can leads us into other more fun topics than just mental health and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna go from the first one to the second. What is the sexiest and least sexy name?
Hmm.
And this is very tricky, and this is where I want you guys, the viewers, to come in here, because on your YouTube channel and on my YouTube channel, we have subscribers and viewers from many countries. So I think it would be fun if we can decide, or if you can take a Swedish name and I can take a Swedish name, and hopefully we can get some names in the comments from their country that is considered to be a sexy or least sexy name.
Hmm. But the least sexiest name in Sweden has to be like Jörgen.
Yeah, that
Something
is
with a
not. Yeah, that is not a sexy
Göran.
name.
Göran. Jörgen.
Gösta.
Just good Swedish names. We're not making fun of anybody,
No, no, no,
but
no.
just the names.
If your name is Gösta, it's fucking beautiful. We
Oh.
have a name in Sweden, and that is not a good name to have in if you're visiting the US or Canada or UK, and that is Dick.
Hmm.
That's true. And I don't know if you can be named Dick in the UK or US, but that is a legal name in Sweden, Dick.
Hmm.
It's not very common, but some has that name.
Oh, got another least sexy name. Per. Bara Per.
Per. Yeah, my name is
Per.
Per.
My name is Per.
But what is a sexy name in Sweden?
Tom, Kim. That's sexy names
Yeah, it's pretty
right
cool,
there.
pretty
Yeah.
sexy. Drop a
Hmm.
like on if you like, if you agree.
Sexy names. Hmm. But are we thinking female or male or
Both,
non both? Hmm.
just name. If we are talking about female least sexy names, we have Gunbritt, Ulla.
Ulla. Didn't we have a gym teacher back in the days who name was Ulla Dickman?
We did.
We did.
That's
Yeah, I
yeah, that's
remember.
true. That's true.
Her
Ulla
last
Dickman.
name was Dick. Yeah, Dickman in
Yeah,
Swedish, I
Dickman.
guess. But
Dickman.
in English, it spells exactly the same. Dickman.
Yeah,
Ulla
Dickman.
Dickman.
Ulla Dickman. She never visits the UK, I guess. Mrs.
We don't know.
Dickman.
Standing at an airport with a sign when they're gonna pick somebody up, like Dickman.
Yeah. I'm going to pick you up, Dickman.
Mr. and Mrs. Dickman to I don't know.
Yeah,
But
but sexy names. I don't know if we have sexy names in Sweden.
Angelica. It's a beautiful name though.
Yeah, that is a beautiful name. We can consider that sexy in
Yeah.
that case. Angelica. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hmm. Too bad my girlfriend ain't from Sweden. I would have picked her name.
Mm,
Damn.
damn.
But she has the sexiest name, in my opinion. I guess you have another opinion on your wife.
Yes. But her name is my wife's name is very beautiful as well. We have some my wife's name is very old. But we have some old names that is today very beautiful. Her name is Hillevi, and I think that that is a very beautiful name. But when we also said Ulla and that is old names as well, but that is not, according to me, beautiful. My name is Ulla. Josta. No,
Hmm.
no way, Jose.
I'm going
But
on a date with Gösta. Double dating with Ulla.
Ulla Dickman.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but nah. Uh, I can go with Angelica too.
Yeah.
Besides my wife and your girlfriend, do we have a male name that could be considered?
I don't think we have. Like even my name ain't like sexy, like and we have him. Then we
Tom?
have like Anders. It's like
Yeah,
Andreas and
Anders.
yeah, Anders and Andreas, Eric. It doesn't like, oh, what a beautiful name. It's like just a name.
Yeah, but anyway, drop a comment with your sexiest and least sexiest name in your country. That would be cool to read. And speaking of cool to read, maybe we should go to our YouTube page and see. We got some comments.
Well, now I have my excuses to say I haven't read all of them because, or none of them basically, except for that little short one because, yeah, you told me there was a fun one on there
Yeah, it
because
was.
I'm struggling a little bit, so I
Yeah,
don't have
and
the energy to do everything.
yeah, and that is fine. But we got one from our episode from Rachel. She wrote talking about important things. We did. We talked about mental health, and if you want us to talk more about that, we're more than happy to do that. Um, so we can go to the short because that's where we had some comments. We got from Faz Fazmuz Fazmuz Fazmos,
That's best.
and we're talking about the mental health. It's all in your head. Don't use it as an excuse and keep grinding. I mean, I agree. It's not an excuse, and we're not using it as an excuse, but we need to talk about it. That is the difference. We're not using it as an excuse, but we need to talk about it because it's important, especially the men, because we have this weird macho culture in the world that men should not talk about feelings and stuff. And that is the difference between talking about feelings and having excuses, basically.
Yeah, can you read that comment again? Because may have missed. Just, just
Uh,
just read it again.
I guess it's a he. It's all in your head. Don't use it as an excuse and keep grinding.
Okay.
So I
I
mean,
thought it was like, yeah, I thought it was like, don't you have any excuse, blah 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 blah. Like,
yeah,
no. Have you? Oh, fun question. Have you ever seen me have my diagnosis as an excuse to behave in a bad way or do something in a bad way.
No,
No.
I don't think so. I mean, you have never used it as an excuse, but I mean, sometimes you can realize, oh, this was my autism speaking now, and that is not, according to me, an excuse. It's more like an explanation that this is me, this is who I am, and sometimes I can say stuff that I probably don't really mean, but it can come out in a different way than you're supposed to say, and that is okay, and that is, according to me, not an excuse. And then we
But
got Peter. Oh, you weren't finished.
I'm a few times at my work when you're super tired and you're annoyed with everybody, I have used my diagnosis as an excuse to not work for like an hour. Completely honest, but like sometimes people at work, you're just like, I ain't got, you just wanna, you know exactly what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. And if I had diagnosed, and if I had the opportunity, I would do the same. Because sometimes you just need a break, and if you can use your diagnose as an excuse or fake headache or something, you will do that. Everybody does that from time to time. Everybody does this, and if you are commenting now and say I never do it, you're a liar. You are a fucking liar.
Everyone has done that.
Yes.
But the difference is I'm not going like, oh no, now my autism strike, I'm super down now, or whatever it is. Like you
Yeah.
don't go super hard, you just go, I just need a moment to clear my head and like and explain it. It's probably this and that, and then you just go away and like, oh, okay, don't snap. Don't
Yeah.
snap.
And you
And you
probably need it when you are saying, or when you're using it as an excuse. You probably need it as well. You probably need that little break as well. And I think it's the same when people are faking headaches. I think that you are doing that because you probably need that little time off for a couple of minutes or half an hour or a day if you feel that way too. So don't be ashamed, and don't feel bad about having bad excuses at work, because sometimes work is too much, and it's completely fine to fake sometimes, but not to fake every time, every day. That then you have an excuse, and then you have a fucking problem. But before we end this little podcast, we're gonna move on with Peter,
I
who
noticed that.
who got really annoyed by me spelling one brain wrong on one part. I spelled one brain correctly on like 5 parts besides one, and that is the video. I wrote one brand for some reason. I don't know why. I was probably tired when I did it, and I didn't see it until it was too late. But he wrote one brand, and then how many question marks is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22 question marks. Peter.
Damn.
And Peter, based on your comment, I'm gonna assume that you are over 50.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna assume. And if you're still here, let me know if I'm right or wrong. And then we have the last comment. Y'all pretty sus. And he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, writes, what I dislike about this, I can relate too much. I got diagnosed with ADD, bipolar, and then switched to borderline. At that moment, I knew these fuckers don't know shit what's wrong with me, and there's nothing wrong with me. It's not like I have a disease, it's a classification for a mind that is unfit for this society. And that sure is no disease. And this comment hit me in many ways because it's so true. It's damn true, because it's not a disease. It's just that we have, and when I say we, I mean way, way back. we have decided that everybody is going to fit into one little box. And back in the days, if you didn't fit into that box, you were crazy. You were put into mental stuff, mental hospitals.
Hospitals.
Yeah, because you were crazy. You weren't smart. You weren't normal, basically. And that is the beauty with the society today. We are getting more and more wider in that question. We're not there yet, but we are getting much, much better. And hopefully we can make everybody fit in this society in the best way possible. Because it's very, I guess you feel that sometimes too with your diagnosis and stuff.
Not today when I'm an adult, but when I was little, I didn't know I had any diagnosis because I got my diagnosis very very late in life.
Yeah,
So that's why. Well, I'm still a punker in my heart. Like I had a mohawk, and you know,
yeah, yeah,
I started smoking and stuff like that because you were so different from everybody else because everybody else was so normal and
yeah,
doing normal stuff, whatever normal is. And
exactly.
everything I like, nobody likes. So you go to people that you find like the same things. But that's another story for another time because we are running out of time on this one because that's a
Yeah,
long fucking story to do.
yeah, a little cliffhanger for you guys, because we only have 2 minutes left now, so we need to wrap this episode up, and it goes really fast.
Sometimes it does.
I mean, I felt this at the first episode as well, and I was a little bit worried for this episode to be like, can we fit 40 minutes into this? And here we are, 40 minutes later, and yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's good and it's fun. I like it, and I hope you guys like it as well. So don't forget to give it a little like and subscribe as well. And if you want to tell us something, drop a comment or two. So yeah, and we will bring your comment up maybe in the next episode. Who knows? Do you have something you want to say before we wrap this little episode up?
I don't think I have right now.
No.
Just enjoy your morning, day, evening, or night, depending on which time you're watching this.
Dun, 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 dun. If you know, you know. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a beautiful Sunday, because this will be released on Sunday. We are actually recording this on Saturday, the day before, so it's very up to date. If you want us to talk more about, I don't know, news or topics, if you have topics, just give it to us, and maybe we will talk about it in the next episode. We will be more than happy for suggestions, basically requests.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, and take care and goodbye.
Bye bye.